Hip hop was good. Hip hop what is good. It's your boy Rob D in the building. This is episode 12 of the transformation of hip hop. Hip hop in the years between 2010 and 2019. And we make a stop in Jamaica, Queens. We talk about one of the queen MCs in hip hop, Nicki Minaj. The first time I heard Nicki Minaj actually was in 2009 when she was a part of the BET Hip Hop Awards. The Hip Hop Awards had a cypher. And she was on it with Joe Budden. I want to say with some other cats on there. And she kicked off the cypher first. And she goes, the line I remember, she would say, call me Dracula because all I do is count chips. Your money mini. I ain't talking about the mouse trick. And I was like, yo, who was this girl? Like, she is so fire. Like, and then from that cypher from 2009 to where she is now, one of the most decorated female MCs of all time and one of the most decorated MCs of all time. That is why she got an episode on this season. So glad to have y'all here with us. I have two special guests that I have for the discussion for Nicki. I have Nes Rain, who is a podcaster all the way from Germany. She is up crazy late right now, and she's one of the bring in her hip hop knowledge expertise here with us. And then we have Deshawn, who is a entrepreneur and he is a owner of NIBLS. He'll talk more about that when I bring him in here in a little bit, so you all can get a chance to meet both of them, a little bit about their background and why their contributions in, why they love music, why they love hip hop. And that's why we are here today. So without further ado, let's bring these folks in, man, so you all can meet them, feel them, see them. Now, right now, Nes is in Germany, so she's going to be on audio side for us, but Deshawn is live here with us. So Deshawn, introduce yourself to the audience one time and tell me in the audience, why did you fall in love with hip hop? And Nes, you'll go right behind him.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Deshawn Bledsoe, founder of National Intelligent Blockchain League Sport Coin, the first body print biometric sport league. And what we do is we collect athletic data and stream it to blockchain. And we created a system that actually creates the opportunity for people to purchase fractional ownership of the club. This is a sport club, actual real physical sport club. Wow. First ever to use fingerprint carries to actually collect data in real time in the game.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
we started that in January 2018. And just a little bit about me, my company. I'm actually in music. I actually make music, and I'm from Jamaica, Queens as well. So salute to the whole Queens. I want to say why I fell in love with music was the way I came up from Baisley in Jamaica. Is like, my family has been in the music business for a while now, and what engaged me was I like good sounds. I like great instruments, and I actually grew up on Dr. Dre and Nicki Minaj is from my neighborhood. Right. My family has worked with people like major producers like Corey Rooney from Sony Records, and we just all collabed and kind of like brought ideas together. I wrote beats with my uncle, and my uncle, he's like, he got his own thing going on. It's history. Yeah. In Queens. I that's how I found music, man. And I went on tour with Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, and I actually remember seeing Nicki Minaj, and like she was very authentic. You know what I mean? Salute to her and what she's doing. My favorite record is right now. That one she got up with Fabio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fire. That shit is fire, man. That shit is fire, no doubt, man. So, Deshawn, thank you, brother, for hanging out with us this evening. And then we have Miss Nes Rain joining us all the way from Germany. Nes, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience and tell us why and how you fell in love with hip hop music, hip hop culture.
What's up, everyone? Thank you, Rob, for having me on this amazing platform. Yes, as you already said, my name is Nes. I'm currently based in Germany. My background is Moroccan, North African.
Word. Okay.
I was born in Morocco. I grew up in Germany, and I fell in love with hip hop as a kid. As a foreigner in a Western country, you kind of like fall in love with whatever speaks to you in a rebellious language, and hip hop was that for us all foreign kids here.
Yeah.
And this is what we could identify with even before we could even understand the lyrics fully. But we knew it was like coming from somewhere where people were expressing their struggle. And that's what spoke to me. And that's what I fell in love with. And then the whole R&B and soul aspect of it as well. And yeah, I became an artist. I signed my first record deal when I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, I signed a couple record deals, didn't go too well. And so I went down the indie route, and that was cool. But, life happens. And the entertainment industry forces you to compromise a lot of your beliefs, a lot of the things that I grew up on and how I was raised did not really agree with certain things of the entertainment industry. And then when you get to a certain point in life, you got to make a decision. And because I'm such a versatile person, I got into the event sector of the entertainment industry. I'm a TV host. I do acting. I'm somewhat what I like to call a hustlepreneur. So I like to find myself involved in many different projects. So yeah, I'm all about that. And that's a little bit about me. So in a nutshell.
I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Deshawn, as well. And let's get into the facts about Nicki Minaj real quick. That's why we're here to talk about the Queen Nicki. So I got some facts here. So I'm not going to go over all of it, ladies and gentlemen, but it's a lot to cover with Nicki Minaj, yo. So first off, she has over 300 awards given to her, probably one of the most decorated MCs of all time. 8 American Music Awards, 5 VMAs, 6 MTV Europe Awards, 12-time BET Award winner. She is the most followed rapper on Instagram with 193 million followers. Let me repeat that one more time. She is the most followed rapper of all rappers, not female, male, whatever, on Instagram with 193 followers. That is insane to me how famous she is. She has 10 nominations for a Grammy, does not have one. We'll get into that here a little bit. She also is a record holder for 3 Guinness Book of World Records, and she has won the Best Female Hip Hop Artist at the BET Hip Hop Awards for 7 years in a row between the years of 2010 to 2016. This woman is just killing it. And then we're going to talk about mainly the musical side of the house, right? That's why we're here. So she dropped 4 albums in the time period of the transformation during these 10 years. We got Pink Friday, released in November 2010, 3 times platinum. Roman's Revenge with Eminem, Did It On Him, Wright, Try Me, Fly with Rihanna, Moment for Life featuring Drake, Check It Out with will.i.am, and then of course the super bass song that was really, really popular in the early 2010s. Then she flipped out with Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, double time platinum album released in April of 2012. And that some of the songs I picked off was Come On a Comb, Bees in the Trap, y'all already know what that is, Roman Reloaded with Lil Wayne, Champion with Drake, Nas, and Jeezy. She bodies that verse on there, by the way. Starships was a huge popular pop culture, like pop song that she created. And then Stupid Ho, which is produced by DJ Diamond Cuts. So shout out to DJ Diamond Cuts for the production on that track. And then December 2014, she released one of my favorite albums of hers, The Pink Print. The Pink Print had only, the really nasty song with her, Wayne, and Drake. Feeling Myself featuring Beyonce, Anaconda, which is the first video on YouTube for a female hip hop artist to reach 1 billion views on YouTube. I just want to put that out there for you all as a premise for this. Pills and Potions, Bed of Lies, Truffle Butter. We all know about Truffle Butter, Drake and Waiting Again, and Want Some More with her and Jeremiah, produced by Metro Boomin. That was a double platinum album also. And then she released Queen in August of 2018, which has Ganja Burn, How the Album Starts, Majesty with her and Eminem, Barbie Dreams, where she kind of does a flip on Biggie Smalls of Dreams with him and R&B chicks. She does it with the guys. My favorite on there is Chun-Li. And then Coco Chanel with her idol, that is Foxy Brown. And then some of the other hits that she had during the time period is My Chick Bad with Ludacris, Lil Freak with Usher, Bottoms Up with Trey Songz, Monster on Kanye West's My Beautiful Dark Fantasy album, which she absolutely bodies Monster. So if you all did not go back, do your homework, listen to that track one more time, listen to Nicki's verse, how she bodies that. Touch and Loving with Trey Songz again. And she had a couple of songs with Ray Sherman, Throw Some More, and No Flex Zone remix, All Eyes on You with Meek Mill. And one of my favorites is Seeing Green, which is outside of our scope of 2019. That was released in 2021, but it's still dope as hell. So that is the premise of our conversation about the Queen Nicki Minaj. And my first question for Nes is a tough one, Nes. So my thoughts with Nicki is, I'm gonna ask you this, Nes. True or false? Is Nicki Minaj the greatest female MC of all time? If true, why? If false, why?
False.
Go ahead, tell it. You tell it.
She's one of the greatest, but I can't subscribe to that she is the greatest. Okay. She's one of the greatest because she really, really, really is extremely talented. And not only talented lyrically or flow or whatever, she puts on so many characters and personalities that she's really great in giving a song, a verse, whatever it is that she does character. And there is not many people who can do this.
All right. That's what's up. Deshawn, same question. True or false? Is Nicki Minaj the greatest female MC of all time?
I think it's false.
Okay.
I think it's false. But I want to say that Nicki Minaj should be an actor or actress, I should say.
Yeah.
More than anything. Well, I don't think she's the best female rapper all times. Maybe to someone that may be a lot younger than how old I am. I'm like 32 years old.
Okay. I would agree with both of you all, but I will say this. Here's what I'm gonna say to that. My answer is also going to be false, but I would put Nicki Minaj on the Mount Rushmore of female MCs. And my Mount Rushmore, I've been on the record saying that it's Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Lil' Kim, and Nicki Minaj. I think that Nicki Minaj is a combination of all three of them. She's a queen. She's very confident, very arrogant, kind of like Queen Latifah with very women empowerment. She's lyrical like MC Lyte. And she's sexy like Lil' Kim. She's a combination of all three of them. And then she kind of paved the way for the new wave of female MCs that came after her. So I think she's a combination of all of them. But I mean, the numbers don't lie, you all. Like, I mean, a lot of people regard Nicki as the best female MC of all time. It all depends on what your point of view is. So going past the mic back over to Nes with this. So with that regard, Nes, if she has all these accolades and all of these awards, and she's worth $100 million, and how's it not make her the greatest female MC of all time? So what is the criteria that she would have to meet in order to get to that mark, in your opinion, Nes?
Well, first of all, numbers can't lie. Let me just put it out there. Numbers are not always 100% real, since we all know about bots and we all know about industry relationships. So let's be very frank about it here. I'm not accusing anybody or anything. I'm just saying these things do exist, and we know that.
Right.
Number two, I think to be the greatest is very, very, very difficult, because there is always people who can come and top you. So she's one of the greatest. She would be on my Mount Rushmore as well, 1,000,000,000%. But to me, she is not the greatest. And there is another aspect to it that a lot of people might not look at it because we have two different things here. When we talk, unfortunately, about people who are out there in the public, we have to, unfortunately, judge everything they're about. And we all know that Miss Nicki Minaj is not most necessarily always been the nicest out there. There is enough footage and enough situation that prove that her character is sometimes very stinky.
Right.
So,
Big facts. Big facts.
So I think this, unfortunately, for some people like me, takes away from the sexiness, because I think stinky attitude is very unsexy.
Okay.
But if we talk in talent, she's definitely one of the greatest. But I just would like to say, just to sum it all up, to be the greatest is not always the best thing, because it comes with so much pressure, because you can be the greatest for a period of time, but then the next person comes and they could kick you off your throne. So, and then there's ego, there's everything. And this happened with Nicki. When Cardi came, she took great offense to it. So, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all facts. And I'm gonna pass the mic over to Deshawn about this, because you mentioned Cardi. I think that Cardi is a kind of like a not a spinoff, but she's a testament of Nicki and what Nicki built. And then to go back, I want to premise this question for you, Deshawn. So when we talk about Nicki Minaj and her greatness, her royalness, that's well deserved, do you feel that she is well respected in hip hop as a queen, or she still just doesn't meet to go to Nessa's point? She still just rubs people kind of the wrong way, or is it just because people just hate? It's a little bit of everything. So what do you think about that, Deshawn? Give me your thoughts on that, brother.
Personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. In Nicki Minaj is like, to me, she's like one of those characters that actually engage her customers based off of the way that she performs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's a performer rather than the MC version of a Queen Latifah, or you know what I mean? She's a performer. She's an actress. Yeah. I love her. I love her. I love what she's doing. Commend her for winning those awards and all of that cool stuff, man. Love Cash Money. I listen to Cash Money all the time. I just know that deep down inside that one day she's gonna actually be who she wants to be. Regardless of what all the haters saying about you, you have to learn how to still stay innovative.
Right.
And that's what she brings to the table. She puts a bunch of characters in one face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when she presents it in some movie. You know what I mean? You can't. That's why I don't look at her and I barely could listen to the music, because I'm so into the characteristics that she's portraying in the music.
Right.
Rather than listening to the lyrical content, I'm listening to the sound more than I'm listening to, in the melodies more than I'm listening to the lyrical content.
Now, that's a good point. So I'm going to pass it back to you, Deshawn, on that, because when you listen to most of Nicki Minaj's albums, there is a little bit of pop feel to it. Now, that could be driven by the label. So, I mean, I don't know what go what those executives want her to do or whatnot. Now, I'm not sure about the creative process. But when you talk about her pop style or the pop sound, some folks will see that as, okay, well, she's kind of selling out. She's not really staying true to hip hop. So yeah, I mean, that could factor in, but I want to pass it back to you, Deshawn, for this, because when we talk about Nicki and her music, I'm gonna think about her and her contributions to the music world. What are your thoughts in that manner? Because I'm premising that because when she is regarded as an MC, I agree with you. There are other female MCs that are sharper, that have more of a lyrical ability, and to go back to, I'm gonna pass it back to Ness for this in a little bit. There's other females that are hungry and coming. And Nicki, like I mentioned, you guys, Nicki was running hip hop on the female side from 2009 to about 2016. I don't know any other female MC that was even relevant for like 7 years, like straight up, for a long time. She was killing the game. And that maybe because she was either dominating or because we just weren't looking around. So Deshawn, I'm going to ask you about this, man. What's your take on regards to her musicality, her sound, all of her characters? Do you think that is authentic, or is she just trying to make it as a gimmick?
I think it's authentic. I think you know why I say that? Because in order to be who you are in music, you have to have a story.
Right.
She presents a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you listen to her, like I said before, as much as I want to listen to the lyrical content exactly what the lyrics are saying, I won't. I'll listen to all of the cool things that she does on the track.
Right.
But it won't draw my attention to the lyrical content.
Okay.
Because I'm too into, I'm too into the act rather than because I mean she has a nice butt. She has nice boobs. You know what I mean? Like yo, seriously, bro. It's like
let's be real, right? Let's be real. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? She's sexy. She's eye candy all day. Let's be real with this. All right, let's be real. Let's just keep it real. She's eye candy for sure. But I think what helps her though is that her body, does help. I mean, you're the female on here. I definitely want to get your opinion about this, with her having the sexiness in the body and all the plastic surgery that she either confirms or denies or whatever.
She was
whatever.
Beautiful.
Say again. Go ahead, Ma.
She was beautiful. Like she really didn't need that. And honestly, let's keep it 100. Yeah, okay, I get it. It's all about big butts, but sometimes, her butt doesn't look that nice. It just looks like she's wearing diapers. Let's be factual here, okay? So to the point where she's even getting rid of it. And just in her defense, with everything that was said before, Nicki came out and she actually wanted to sing.
Yeah.
And she's a rapper, but first of all, she's an artist.
Yeah. So
that she does the pop stuff. Yeah, some people could say this is selling out, but she never came and said, yeah, I'm the hardest MC and I'm all the way hip hop. And yeah, I'm so, she never did that. She's an artist and she is creative and she just wants to be, and this is the thing, she wants to be one of the biggest and greatest artists out there. And in order to reach a bigger audience, you gotta go to the other side sometimes.
Right.
And that's what she did. So in her defense, I don't like that music that she does, this pop stuff, but it works.
Big facts. And I was a fan of Nicki just from the freestyle that I saw from the Cypher. I was like, and she was up and coming. And then to go along to that, if you all flash back to 2010, her and Drake both turned down XXL's freshman class that year because they felt they already were successful. So I was like, oh, okay, you want to turn down XXL. But if you go back to Flash 2010, Drake was already successful. Nicki was already out there. It was just, too late to be on that list, to be, up and coming. We're already arrived at that point. But the last thing that I want to talk about with you both, I'm gonna pose both of you this question, and that's about legacy. When we think about Nicki Minaj and the legacy she's gonna leave behind when she hangs up the microphone, what do you think that legacy is gonna look like? Deshawn, I'll pass the mic over to you. We're talking about Nicki Minaj and the legacy she's gonna leave behind for hip hop. What's that look like?
I'm glad you asked me that. You know why? Because as I said before, it falls into what you just asked me. The legacy that she has trended everything that's been going on in the industry so far.
Yeah.
At least for females.
Right.
Like the content that's actually being streamed, they got that from Nick. Nick started that.
Yeah.
Costumes that are more arrogant than anything. She started that, bro.
Yeah.
And when she started it though, it went beyond the regular. People started wearing a fashion that's like you see people wearing like big bulky looking, costume looking stuff now. Like she trended that though.
That's facts,
she
man.
trended that. You know what I mean? So
facts.
yeah, yo, she's a legend, bro. She's a legend automatically.
She would definitely go down as one of the greatest of all time, if not already. I would say she's a living legend, if you want my opinion. But Nes, I want your opinion about this as well. Nes, bring this home for us. We're talking about Nicki Minaj. What does her legacy to hip hop look like? So being that you mentioned that she is an artist, so I understand that part of it. So she doesn't make music just for hip hop audiences. She makes different kinds of tracks. I understand that. So that's a very articulate point. I get that. But when she hangs up the microphone, Nes, what does her legacy look like?
I would just like to say first before I answer that, okay. I don't think she brought the costumes out. I think Lil' Kim was doing that before her. Madonna, Lady Gaga is big on that, and so we have to give credit where credit is due. But honestly, she did not start the costumes. Quite the opposite. She actually copied a lot from Lil' Kim. But yeah, that's a different story. Tina Turner was doing stuff like there is so many people who were doing this before her. I cannot give her the credit that she is the first to start. And Michael Jackson, there is plenty people who were doing this before her. But to answer your question, Nicki Minaj definitely touched so many people globally. And she definitely, she has she's in everybody knows Nicki. Whether from an advert, whether from a song, whether from, she had some TV stuff, some acting that she's doing. She recently did the reunion for this housewife stuff, whatever. Now she has a new job. She's a creative director of some betting magazine. Nicki Minaj, she knows how to position herself. And she is a living legend. I agree with you 100%. She's a brand. And this is what she understood. She understood it's not about her personal, there's two different things. You have your personal Uniqua, that's her name. And then you have Nicki Minaj, who is the brand. And she knows how to position herself.
I think
she's doing an amazing job.
She will definitely go down as one of the greatest of this generation. Maybe not the greatest of all time. But I would say in between 2010 to 2019, Nicki Minaj is the greatest female rapper of those 10 years in hip hop. There's no argument to be made on that in my regard. She's got the numbers, she's got the record sales, she's got the bars. I mean, Nicki's got bars. Now, some could say that she had a little bit of assist with that, but we'll get into that some other time, maybe offline one of these days. But we're not going to jump into that. But I'm not going to jump into that and throw her under the bus like that. But some say that when she left her old boyfriend, got with Meek Mill, that the lyrics didn't really punch. But then when she came back out with Queen, when I heard Chun-Li for the first time, I said, "Oh shit! Like, okay, yeah, this is Nick. Nick is back." And she brought out, I think it was a track on there, seeing green when she came back in 2021, and now she's relevant right now, y'all. You know what I mean? Like she's still relevant, still making music in 2022, and she's pushing 40 and still fucking killing it, man. She is a living legend, and that is why we are talking about Nicki today. But ladies and gentlemen, we gotta start wrapping things up for this mostly anticipated episode of the season, Queen Nicki Minaj. And how we have been doing that is paying homage all of season 5 to the late Daunte Wright. So I know that right now we can't see Nes and we can't see Deshawn, but what we have been doing is we have been getting a hands up, don't shoot salute for Daunte Wright. His life and memory still lives on. And I'm going to put my hands up. And you all, when I say hands up, you both are going to say don't shoot. We're going to repeat that chant 3 times for the life and memory of Daunte Wright. And then we're going to get into the shout out portion. You all can shout out all your folks and everybody that's going to be watching this episode when it airs on next week or just on Tuesday. You know what I mean? So one time from you guys, hands up.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
Hands up.
Don't shoot.
Hands up.
Don't shoot.
Rest in peace, Daunte. Rest in peace to Daunte Wright and all the others that we have lost to social injustice in the United States of America. We got to do better. We got to do better with his gun control and all that stuff, man. We got to get it under control, man. So let that man's soul continue to rest in peace. But it was time for the shout out portion. We're going to give the lady of the platform the first dibs. Nes, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you on here with your knowledge. Deshawn, you as well. I would love to have you both come back in the future and chop it up some more. But Nes, who are your shout outs going to, Ma?
Oh, I'm a shout out Jess for putting all of this together. Right. Definitely shout outs to you. I gotta support the women. I want to shout out to all my ladies watching. I want to shout out all the guys watching and everybody who's supporting podcasts.
Word. Shout out to other podcasters. Shout out to women getting it done. And shout out to you as well, Nes. And I'm definitely gonna be tuning in. I'm gonna put here in the description the link for your podcast so we can support you and what you got going on. And I'm definitely gonna be watching and listening in. And I think we're gonna have a newfound respect and partnership hopefully in the near future. So mad respect to you all the way from Germany, yo. Mad love, absolutely. Mad love. Deshawn, my good new brother, one of my new partners, man. Hey, thank you for being on today, Deshawn. Who your shout's going to, family?
Oh, first and foremost, of course, shout out to you guys at this podcast, man, for recruiting me. Definitely, man. And I gotta shout myself out, man. I just released a new record, top of the league.
Word, man. Make sure we give you that plug or where it's at, so I can give it to the audience. They can go download it, go listen to it, go support that man. And his movement and yeah, we definitely link me up with that, Deshawn, so we can get that out there for everybody. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Spotify, Apple, every platform, man. Top of the league, Deshawn Bledsoe.
That's what's up. Anything else, brother? Anything else?
Well, of course, man. Enjoy the game, man.
Yeah.
I'm watching, man. You know,
yeah,
I'm watching.
By the time this comes on, we'll see. Yeah, by the time this comes on, we'll see.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's been a pleasure having you both. My shout outs are short. Shout out to the two of you. Very articulate hip hop minds. I would love to challenge both of these minds later on in the future. Shout out to Nes. Shout out to Deshawn for talking about the Queen Nicki. Shout out to Jess, Misconnect the Dots, for putting this all together. Shout out to family. And I just want to give a quick shout out to all of our followers, supporters, everyone that's watching tuned in, either on YouTube right now, or if you're listening to it on your favorite podcast platform. Thank you, and continue to push the culture forward. Next week, we're going to the Ville, where we talk about one of my favorite MCs, J. Cole. That's coming up next week, you guys. So y'all know my slogan, man. Stay safe, stay humble, stay hip hop. 100, man. Peace.